everything we were talking about. The first one is a translation. So we'll do a nice big number 1. Translation. Nope. Morning. Translation.
So that's he got permission from Swift. He's a counselor at Laguna Creek.
Oh.
And that's Diego's brother, so he's gonna be in class. He's following and seeing what brother's doing and whatnot.
Okay.
So he got the green light from everybody up there to follow the other around.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Coach Chance. And I'm missing a little dot right there. Translation. Boom. Jawad, you had a question? Hi. I thought you had a question. My bad. So translation, also known as a slide. Okay, and we're going to draw our little lightning bolt. Going to the right. Going down. Right, but we don't change the size. We don't change the shape. All we do is change the position.
I don't know if I lightning bolt.
Okay, draw a triangle. It's fine. You don't have to draw a lightning bolt. Just draw a triangle as long as it looks the same. Before and after you move it, that's what matters. Okay? Everybody say translation again.
Translation.
One more time, translation.
Translation.
Good. And when we think about translation, we think about what?
Translation.
Translating, sliding between what? At home, your parents do this? Sliding between languages, right? So if I'm translating from English to Spanish, I'm sliding from English into Spanish. And then I'm sliding back from Spanish to English.
So it's English or Spanish?
Or whatever. Okay? Any language. Doesn't matter. Okay? Everybody got that translation? Give me a thumbs up if you have this written down. Okay. Again, you don't have to do the big letters. You can just write translation, but these notes are going to be super simple. The second one we talked about was what? That's a real ugly 2. Reflection. Good.
That's just a 2.
It's yeah, it's kind of a 2. Reflection.
Like a baby shark.
Why are you decorating it so much?
Because
It's okay.
Immoral.
Guys, it's fine. Okay, and another word for a reflection was a what?
Slide.
A flip.
mirror.
Or a mirror.
So complicated.
Water.
Yeah, you look down on the water, you see your reflection, but it's all flipped around just like a mirror, right? So when you think of a reflection, you should think of a mirror. It's mirrored, it's flipped around, right? Your thumbs are going opposite directions like that. Sophie asked, and then Alicia, you'll just you say you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. And then Alicia after. Okay, so a reflection like we saw. If I have one of these little shapes, what are you doing? Stop. Matter of fact, here, come sit here. You're touching other people's stuff. Okay, if I have a little shape like that, and then it flips around, just like it's looking in the mirror. And we're actually going to do a little dotted line down the center. We're going to call this our mirror line. Okay, that's what a reflection would look like. So notice we didn't just take shape A and slide it across to shape B. We actually flipped it over completely so that they're kind of backwards. Or like, I think it was Anai that said inverted, right? That's right. I was just about to say that. Our last one, our third translation was called a what?
Rotation.
A rotation. Also known as a what?
Turn.
Turn. Thank you. Okay, when we think of rotation, I always at least think of cars. If I'm rotating the wheel, right? That also rotates the tires. There's a couple other good examples that you guys came up with. But if I have a rotation, I'm going to start like something like we had the little division sign. And we rotate it or turn it so then now it's kind of on its side. It's not flipped around like a mirror, right? These two shapes up here would be symmetrical. You guys know what it means for something to be symmetrical?
No.
Same thing.
Yeah, exact same on both sides. Think about like a butterfly, right? If I had, you guys have all seen a butterfly, yeah?
No.
No?
Yes. I've seen a worm.
I saw it 2 years ago.
So if I have a butterfly like this, right, and I were to cut this butterfly, not actually, but theoretically, if I were to cut it right down the middle, okay, my left side looks exactly like my right side, just flipped around. It's exactly what we have right here, right? These are my little butterfly wings. We cut it right down the middle, theoretically, the left side should perfectly match the right side. And the left side should be just as far away as the right side. Okay, imagine like if this is a mirror in front of you, right? If I were to get closer to the mirror, what happens to my reflection? It gets closer to you. If I were to step further away from the mirror, what happens to my reflection? It gets further away. So the distance changes, right? We should notice that these two shapes are equally far away from that dotted line, just on opposite sides. Okay, that's going to come into play when we talk about that. I think it's going to be on Friday, but we'll see. Okay. Let me see that. Sure. Was that a nylon? Yeah. And there's our last one, a rotation or a turn, kind of like a steering wheel. Nice and easy, right? Any questions about these three types of transformations? We've got a fourth type that we're going to learn too, but that's going to be later on in a couple weeks. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that one. These are the big three. It's called a dilation. It's making something bigger and making something smaller.
Is it going to be this term?
Angelique, question? Oh, okay.
Is it going to be this term?
Yeah, a couple weeks, right? I said a couple weeks. All right, that's all for our notes today.